I had a horrible, awful, traumatic pregnancy. I had a nephrostomy tube put in early on. If you don't know what a nephrostomy tube is, it's a tube that they stick right in your kidney, and everything from your kidney goes into an external bag that you're constantly having to empty. I mean, it's awful. It's something you definitely don't ever want, especially when you're pregnant. And I had to have emergency surgery for them to put it in. I was in the hospital literally every single week of my entire pregnancy. And then there was all sorts of things going on in my personal life that was just a mess and made things even more traumatic. So after I had my son, I thought, oh my goodness, everything's over with. I could go back to a normal life. That did not happen. I ended up being diagnosed with endometriosis, and it was severe. I was in excruciating pain. I couldn't function. I spent most of the time on the couch, just upset, crying, unable to really care for my son and care for my family the way I wanted to. And I spent so much time at the doctor's office going in and out, and they're telling me, you need to do this and you need to do that. And they decided they were going to do a hysterectomy because the endometriosis was all over my system, just like everywhere. I could give you a long list of places they found it, and they really couldn't remove it. They needed to go in and do an intense surgery, and they wanted to do a complete hysterectomy. And I thought, ooh, like, I'm only 30 years old. That sounds terrifying. That sounds awful. And the doctors told me, this will help you, but you may have problems afterwards, and this may not actually solve it. They only just gave me a little bit of information, but they're just like, no, you need to have this done and you're going to do it. We're going to schedule you to come in, and that's the end of the story. I didn't really have anything explained to me. I didn't have that many options. It was just like, you need this and you're going to get it done. The end. But I got scared. I thought, wow, I'm 30 years old. This is the rest of my life. Let me just slow down for a second and look into this. So I did. And I realized that having a hysterectomy was not actually going to be a helpful thing, that more women end up having even more problems afterwards. It doesn't solve anything. Maybe for like a little while, but it's just not a great thing to have done. And I said, fuck that. No, I will figure it out myself. I will cure myself. I will figure it out. So I stopped going to the doctors. I just started studying as much as I possibly could. I read all these books. I really took it seriously. I changed my diet. I changed my lifestyle. I changed everything that I needed to change to get rid of this, because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired all the time. Being stuck on the couch and watching your son need you and you can't get up because you're in so much pain and you're depressed and you have anxiety, that is the worst feeling. I mean, I could not live like that. So with all of those changes that I made, I literally healed myself. I believe I healed myself. Have I gone in to ask the doctors, am I healed? No, because I don't want anything to do with doctors again if I could if I could help it. I had so many traumatic experiences with the doctors. I always say that they gave me even more PTSD. My experiences with most conventional Western physicians has been negative, and I'm not throwing shade at the medical community. I know there's a lot of good doctors out there trying, but my personal experience was terrible. And the hospitals that I went to, it was not fun. It was awful. So I don't ever want to go back. But in a way, I'm glad that all of those things happened to me, because I was able to grow. I evolved. I learned so much. And I thought, this is it. I like helping people. So I'm going to be a health coach, and I'm going to help other women with hormonal issues, because there is so much information out there that is not being shared. There is so much that women need to know. And unless you're out there researching it yourself, it's not available, because if you go to the OBGYN, they're not going to tell you all of these things. So I said, I'm going to be a health coach, and I'm going to help women, and that's what I'm going to do. That is my purpose. That is what I'm passionate about, and that's what I'm out here doing right now. So like, subscribe, and share my channel, Consciously Connected with me, Kay. I'm a holistic health coach, and I am doing my best to help empower women and spread information every single day, so no other women have to be alone, because I felt so alone during that entire process. I mean, it was just like the most depressing time of my entire life. It was the hardest time of my entire life. And if I could help other women with any hormonal issues or any health issues at all, I'm going to be there to help them. So follow my channel and stay tuned for more content. Love you all. See you soon.